Hey there, I'm Alex. Today I want to talk to you about something that I actually don't see a lot and I think is actually quite useful, especially for people that are building templates or have scripts that other artists are going to be accessing. So the idea here is that in this example that I have here, I've added a backdrop to where our comp output is. And the idea here is that you just add a bunch of relevant information just to make sure that it's nice and clear for anyone that's going to be, hitting the write note step that they can at least cross-reference something. However, it's easy enough to just write this up, right? However, what I think is interesting is that you can actually expression link knobs into backdrops and sticky notes. So what I have here is I have some knobs from the write node as well as some knobs from the project settings. So if I open up my backdrop settings here, so the properties, right? And we just look a bit closer here. What I have is I am referencing the first and last frame of our project settings, what the FPS is, and then for the write node, specifically the write one, as you can see here, I'm calling the knobs for channels, file type, compression, or color space. You can of course, add anything you want. This is just an example. The cool thing about doing it this way is that yes, you could just type it up, but if you want to make sure that people are going into the script and not really messing around with it, you can just do it this way so that if someone goes in, let's say, and they change the compression from DWA to zip1, let's say, see nothing happens immediately, but at the moment you change the frame here, so if I just move myself in time, you'll see it changed just now to zip1 scanline. So if you even you were just updating something and for some reason you wanted to change the compression just to get faster previews or whatever it was, this is like one more step for you to check if something is not the setting that it should be. It looks like I have a bit of an extra number here. Let me just get rid of that. And it doesn't necessarily need to be for the whole output section of the script. You can also, like I said, you can also do it for sticky notes, right? So what I have here again is kind of the similar thing where I just have the frame range and the FPS, and you can just if it's relevant information, you can just put it at the top of the script so that if there's a change in the frame range and it gets pushed through shotgun, then this will automatically get populated the moment the update happens. And then of course you can just connect this with shotgun, and then the world's your oyster. There's a lot of information you can get from notes to updates and revisions, posting dates, whatever it is. So another example I have here is a scanline render. So a few weeks ago, I showed you how to set up a scanline render that's a bit has a bit more bells and whistles, and part of it is I like labels a lot. So this is an alternative to it, right? So you can just keep your default scanline render, if you will, and this is a quick way of just being in a script and looking at it and see, oh, okay, so this is set to an overscan of 100, so I'm already set there, but maybe you need more samples. So just at a bird's eye view, you can just quickly tell if something isn't at the setting it should be. And of course, this is just an example, just like I said before. You can modify this to your heart's content and just add or remove as many things as you can. So one more thing is you can actually go a bit farther with this, and this is where it gets, you can like make it your own and make it nice and interesting in that sense, is that you have a lot of control because a lot of this is also HTML controlled, right? So what I have here, and let me just expand this here, and I'm going to be sharing the script just so you can just grab this and play around with it and have all of these for yourself. So you can see you can use HTML to set stuff like font size, color of the fonts, the actual font that's being used, and you can see here in the examples I have stuff like underline, italic, bold. In my case, I'm pretty sure I have bold set to default in my menu PY, which is why I don't really have non-bold text here in my example. Um, but you can do stuff like highlighted text, and it can actually be dynamic. So you can make it so that if someone changes in the previous example in the write node, if someone changes from EXR to JPEG, then maybe it just gives you a red highlighted text telling you like, hey, please switch back to EXR. Just a few ideas. And then I have the same thing here for the sticky note, right? So it's going to be the exact same text or just inside of the backdrop you can use on the sticky note, and that'll respect all of those modifications as well. So a bit of a different one today, but I think I as you all know, I like organized scripts, and this can only help. So hopefully you find something useful with it. And if you do, let me know in the comments if there's anything else I should know, because yeah, we can always make scripts better. All right, see you next time. Cheers.